Welcome into our Chicago studios. I'm Michelle McMahon, and Michigan State hockey jumped atop the Big Ten standings last weekend after a big sweep over Wisconsin, and so I'm happy to join in the goaltender of that team, Jake Hildebrand, who also earned first star of the week this week. Jake, what was your team's reaction when you learned that Michigan and Minnesota both lost on Saturday to propel you guys to the top?
Well, I think Coach, really didn't want us to know, and then somebody was doing an interview after the second period, and the announcers let them know, so all the boys found out, and I think we reacted positively to it. I think the guys really got going in the third period, and scored two quick goals.
Well, you had back-to-back shutouts for the first time since 2008. You lead the Big Ten in save percentage, goals against, and with 5 shutouts. What makes you so effective in the net?
Really, I got to thank my defensemen and the forwards. We've played great team defense all year, and my numbers reflect on how well they play in front of me because the goalie can't do it by himself. So I think our whole team's really come together lately.
Well, you've shut out 3 of the 5 Big Ten schools: Penn State, Wisconsin, and Ohio State. Of those 3 schools, which was the most satisfying shutout for you?
I can't pinpoint one or the other. I think one of the biggest ones was against Penn State. They were a great team, and they've been strong all year, and we got that weekend sweep against them, so I think that was huge.
And another team with quite a bit of offensive weapons is Michigan. You go head-to-head with your rival in a home-and-home series this weekend with that #1 standing place at stake. So describe what this rivalry is going to be like this weekend.
Well, anytime you're playing Michigan, it's a heated rivalry, and with how much history is behind it, and you add in the standings and how tight they are, and back-to-back senior nights. So, I don't think this could get any more exciting for the weekend.
How do you prepare yourself for this kind of matchup?
Well, you try to do the same exact things you've been doing. With how successful we've been lately, you don't want to change anything up, and I think it's telling yourself, it's still just a game. It's a game you've been playing since you were 6 or 7 years old, and you try not to change things up and, and let the pressure get to you.
Who in the Big Ten has the most difficult shot to stop?
I'd probably say either Mikey Riley is one timer or Casey Bailey. Both those guys have unbelievable shots, and I think every team has a guy with great shots, but those two really stick out in my mind.
Well, we were talking before this, and I saw you fixing your flow before the interview. Can you explain to everybody what's at stake with this hairful that you seemingly haven't cut in quite a while?
Yeah, I wanted to get a haircut a little while ago, and the team's been playing great lately, so I figured I might as well not change things up and switch things up. So I think a few of the guys have, done the same thing. I know one of the apartments here is the 4 guys having a competition right now who will give in first to a haircut. So I think it's all in good fun.
So you can't cut it until you lose. Who has the best flow on the team?
I'd like to think I do, but William cut his hair mid-season. He had some nice hair too, so it's all good stuff.
So I was doing some Twitter investigation on you, and one of your teammates, Sorensen, posted a TBT video of when Ferentino took you out at a post-game celebration against Ohio State. What's it like to get decked by your own teammate?
I think everybody was just so excited. Tino's one of the first guys off the bench usually after a win, and come over and give me a big hug. And I think we kind of got mixed up. He didn't know if I was jumping or what we were doing, so I think we kind of, got mixed up a little bit there, and he ended up falling, taking out my leg. But it was hilarious, actually. Well,
continuing on with my Twitter investigation, I also learned your passion for sushi fairly quickly. And I just saw a picture of you that you posted with some training wheels for those chopsticks. You can handle hockey pucks coming at you 90 miles per hour, but you struggle with chopsticks.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. You just want to eat your food, and the chopsticks just don't let you do it. I kept dropping them, and then I ended up using my hands and getting things messy. So I asked if they had any other kind of chopsticks, and they gave me that training tool, so that was nice.
Jake Hildebrand, everybody. Not so great with chopsticks. Pretty good in the net, though. Jake, best of luck to you this weekend, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.